Greetings, kindred friend. Be still with me in this moment. Have you ever lain down after a long day and felt a vague weight pressing on your chest? A deep exhaustion that no matter how long you nap, no matter how much you rest, simply cannot be dispelled? We often rush to blame age and health. But in reality, what exhausts us is not the years, but the invisible sacks we have carried for decades. They are unsoothed regrets, shattered expectations, silent disappointments, and the attachment to what is old. In the profound wisdom of the Buddha, grasping is exactly the root of suffering, while letting go is the only door leading to freedom. Today, I invite you to take a soul-clearing journey together to identify 6 emotional burdens that many still silently carry into old age and how to bravely put them down tonight. Engrave this truth into your heart. Peace in the twilight years does not come from accumulating more, but from learning what needs to be let go. The first burden: soul-draining relationships. Try observing your heartbeat right this moment. When you were young, with an abundant source of energy, you could easily tolerate and endure disturbances from people around you. You were willing to participate in useless arguments, endure judgment, or try to please everyone. However, when entering the twilight years, you will realize a silent truth. Your energy is now golden, and your time is sacred. Many of us are still silently carrying high-pressure relationships simply because of the word duty or loyalty based on guilt. We lie down every night with exhaustion after a highly critical conversation or a meeting that brought more sorrow than joy. The Buddha once left a priceless metaphor for these moments. Holding on to resentment or a harmful relationship is like holding a hot coal with the intention of throwing it at someone else. But the truth is, your own hand is the first place to get burned. Tonight, I invite you to have a sincere dialogue with your own soul. Quietly ask yourself, is this relationship watering peace for me, or is it silently draining it? Dear friend, understand that letting go is not an act of hatred or avoiding responsibility. Letting go is actually an act of ultimate compassion for yourself. It is bravely closing the doors that are no longer suitable to create space for truer, healthier, and purer loves to sprout. Engrave this reminder before falling into sleep. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It is wisdom. When you dare to loosen the hands gripping the hot coal, you will see your shoulders become light and your breath become as vast as the sky after a summer rain. The second burden: the fear of time. Imagine the moment you stand before the mirror on a silent evening. You see the deep crow's feet etched at the corners of your eyes, hair that has turned to frost, and realize your hands have suddenly become slow. A slight pang touches the heart, because the world outside has painstakingly convinced us for decades that youth is beauty, while aging is only a decline, a sad falling behind. We lie down every night with the fear of what we are losing. But dear friend, in the tolerant eyes of the Buddha, this change does not carry the meaning of loss at all. He taught us about the law of anicca, impermanence, the natural rhythm of the entire universe. Just as a brilliant golden autumn forest does not feel itself less beautiful than a bustling spring, your body is only transitioning to step into a new, deeper, and more sacred chapter. I once heard of an old Zen master. When his body weakened and his breathing became labored, he still wore a strangely serene smile. When a student anxiously asked about physical pain, he gently said, "The outer paper of the lantern may fade, may tear because of wind and frost, but the flame of awakening inside always shines intact." Tonight, I invite you to allow yourself to make peace with time. Age does not rob you of life. It gifts you patience, gentleness, and wise eyes to see through the human world gifts that hurried youth often misses. Take a very deep breath, feeling life still watering every cell in the temple of your body. Engrave this soothing truth: aging is not the loss of life. It is the deepening of it. When you stop seeing old age as an enemy, you will realize you are not fading, but becoming pure in every leisurely breath. The third burden: comparison with youth. There are silent afternoons when we accidentally flip through old photos from a few decades ago. You gaze at the young person in the photo with thick hair, radiant eyes, and a seemingly endless source of energy. Or sometimes, you stand in the park, watching young people jog past with strong breaths, and a whisper full of regret rings out in your mind. I used to be like that. How strong and nimble I used to be. Dear friend, comparison is the silent thief taking away the joy of the present. When you use the ruler of the past to evaluate yourself right now, you are unintentionally turning your life into a series of lacks. In Buddhist wisdom, this comparison is a form of ignorance because it ignores the sacred power that each stage of life bestows. Listen to the story of two travelers standing before a rushing river. The young man, relying on his muscular strength, immediately plunged into the water. He swam strongly, wrestled with the fierce waves, and arrived on the other side in exhaustion. Meanwhile, the old traveler watched silently. He walked along the riverbank a bit further, found the shallowest, stillest part of the current, and leisurely stepped across without expending any effort. The young have speed, but the old have wisdom. The young use strength to conquer the flow, while the old use understanding to merge into that flow. Tonight, lying in the darkness, I invite you to perform an act of freedom. Allow yourself to stop being the old version of yourself. You do not need to run as fast as a stream. You only need to be as deep as a lake. The truth is, every wrinkle and every slow step of yours contains a treasure trove of experience that hurried youth has never been able to touch. Engrave this peaceful command into your heart. You are not meant to be who you were. You are meant to become who you are now. Loosen your attachment to the images of yesterday. When you stop comparing, you will see your present is sufficient, steady, and radiant in a very unique, very dignified way. Sleep in the silent pride of a traveler who has seen through the river of life. The fourth burden. Waiting for happiness from others. Try feeling the space around you right now. There are evenings when the house suddenly becomes unusually quiet. You sit there, occasionally glancing at the phone screen, secretly hoping for a message from your children, a call from an old friend, or simply an inquiry to feel you are not forgotten. We often carry a hidden expectation that our happiness must be transported by someone, by the success of our descendants, by the care of a life partner, or by the admiration of society. Inadvertently, you have handed the key to opening your door of peace into the hands of others. When they are busy, you find yourself empty. When they are heartless, you find yourself shattered. The Buddha left a shocking teaching on self-reliance. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can, and no one may. He wanted to remind us that happiness is not a gift delivered from the outside, but a self-island that each person must build for themselves. Imagine a silent gardener at dawn. He cherishes every green sprout, watering the flowers, while the whole world is still sound asleep. He does not do it to wait for passers-by to praise him. He does it for the pure joy of seeing life bloom under his hands. His joy does not depend on whether anyone sees it or not. Dear friend, your happiness is exactly that garden. Tonight, I invite you to perform a powerful shift in consciousness. Reclaim the right to be happy from the hands of the world. Do not wait for a call to feel loved. Love your own heartbeat yourself. Do not wait for a compliment to feel valuable. Cherish the resilience of your own soul yourself. Engrave this truth into your heart. The moment you stop waiting for happiness, you begin creating it. The fifth burden. The belief that it is too old to grow. Dear friend, try listening to your inner voice right now. Is there a part of you believing that all the most meaningful chapters of life have already been left behind? We often enter the twilight years with a sense of giving up, telling ourselves, I have tasted enough of the flavors of life, seen everything in the world, now is the time just to rest. However, this very belief is what ages you the fastest. It kills curiosity, slams shut the door of creativity, and turns your mind into a still lake that is gradually drying up due to a lack of new streams pouring in. In the ancient wisdom of Zen, There is a beautiful concept called beginner's mind. It is the state of a soul that is always empty, without prejudice, ready to receive the world as if seeing it for the first time. Imagine an old great Zen master, even having reached age 80, with hair as white as frost. Every day he still attentively learns how to identify new herbs in the forest. When asked why he still worked hard to learn, he just smiled and said, "Life is a flow that never repeats. The moment we think we know it all is the moment we stop truly living." Old age is not a waiting room of destiny. It is the most wonderful time for you to nourish the seeds of passions once set aside for the livelihood of youth. I have seen people start holding a paintbrush at age 70 to see the colors of life more brilliantly than ever. I have seen people learn to play an instrument at age 80 to hear the beat of their own heart through every key. And I see you, right this moment, exploring the depths of spirituality to rebirth your soul. Every time you dare to learn something new, you are sending an ultimate signal to every cell that I am still growing. I am still blooming. Understand this radiant truth. Curiosity keeps the soul young. Tonight, allow yourself to be a beginner once more. Do not let numbers on paper limit the stature of your mind. Sleep in the mindset of a seed sprouting underground, full of longing and hope, waiting for the dawn to stretch out radiantly once again. The sixth burden: regret and self-blame. Listen to the silence of the room right now. In that quiet space, do echoes from the past ever suddenly return? The words that should have been said, but you remained silent. The opportunities accidentally let slip away, or old mistakes that you have been tormenting yourself over for all these years. Regret is like an invisible chain, tightly binding your feet to the faded chapters of life's story. It makes joy in the present always feel unfinished. It makes every step you take suddenly become heavy with silent guilt. But dear friend, in the tolerant wisdom of the Buddha, he always reminded of a sacred truth. Among all sentient beings in this world, the person most deserving of your compassion is none other than yourself. Self-punishment never leads to awakening. It only withers away your precious source of vitality. I remember an old Zen master, when standing before a traveler who had collapsed from remorse, he gently asked, "Do you ever blame a sprout because it once emerged from the dark mud?" The master understood that every experience, whether a mistake or bitterness, is the precious layer of mud for the flower of wisdom today to bloom. The past is not a permanent sentence. The past is a strict but benevolent teacher, teaching you how to become more tolerant of yourself and the world. Tonight, I invite you to perform a sacred ritual of reconciliation right under this warm blanket. Imagine the younger version of you standing before you. Instead of looking with judgmental eyes, look at that person with eyes of understanding. Whisper, "I know at that time you did your best with what you knew. I forgive you. I release you. Tonight, we rest together." Engrave this liberating truth into your heart. Forgiveness is remembering the past without carrying its poison. When you withdraw the venom of self-blame out of your memory, the past will become gentle, like a picture hanging on the wall, no longer having the power to hurt you. Sleep in the ultimate freedom of a heart with no more debt ledger. You are not left behind by the past. You are using the very fragments of yesterday to pave the way for the serenity of today. We have together shed 6 layers of dust that once weighed down the soul, from toxic relationships, the fear of time, comparison with the past, the habit of waiting for others to bring happiness, the belief that it is too old to learn, and the ghost of regret. Understand this final truth. Peace in the twilight years does not come from striving to achieve more or proving oneself more valuable. It lies in the power to let go of what is hurting your heart. Tonight, which burden among the 6 things above are you truly ready to set down right at the threshold of the darkness? Share with me in the comments section as a sacred commitment to your own soul. If this video brought you a bit of warmth, please press like and subscribe so we may continue to guide each other on the path of awakening. Wishing you a long night of peace, as light as the clouds in the sky, and a morning waking up radiant in the light of a new beginning. Goodbye, and see you again.